Hey guys, Chris Roke YT back here, and welcome to a storytime video. Now, as I said in the previous video that I recently uploaded, which was the me talking about the jobs I've worked in my life, I'm gonna talk to you guys about the night that I almost died. Now, this story takes place back when I'm like, let's say 18 or like 19, around there, right? Maybe younger. Okay, so the story takes place with me, my best friend Frankie, and my two ex-friends Isaac and Lewis. Now, in this story, the night that I almost died, what happened is we all went out drinking. Now, if you guys remember from my older streams when I spoke about Isaac and Lewis, they were hardcore drinkers. Like, they would finish, like, between them two, they could finish at least, back in the old days, they could finish at least 2 boxes of Corona by themselves, right? This is how hardcore these motherfuckers were. Now, in this story, I am quite young. I'm very young in this story, and so is my boy Frankie, and so are them two. Now, we had settled to go have a night to ourselves of like racing, drifting around there, and having a cup of the beers, having a couple of drinks, right? Now, we had settled we were gonna go to like some other place, and during that whole going to buy beer, deciding where we're gonna go, Isaac and Lewis decided they would, race each other. And we're on a highway. I think we were heading back to where I live. I don't quite remember exactly, but I do remember in the story that I was very hyped and I hadn't realized that I was gonna die in the moment. But I'll explain it. I'll go part by part. So in this story, I am, as I said, I'm very young. I'm not with my wife in this story. I'm with, I had made the cardinal sin of dating my best friend's sister, right? So in this story, I am recently separated, like recently broken up with her. So that night, I felt something, like it was like a weird sense. I don't remember if I ever told the story of, like, I think I did, of the time that Isaac almost got me arrested because he wouldn't, stop, you know, instigating to go to the party we didn't want to go to. I think I have talked about this on my YouTube channel. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I spoke about this. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second with this. Give me 1 second. Hold up. Let's just make sure, because I'm pretty sure I've spoken about this on my channel before. Give me 1 quick second, guys. Yeah. It was 5 years ago when I streamed it while I was playing Tekken. Now, what happens in this story is that I had sent, Frankie's sister, who is my ex. I had sent her a message saying, like, at that moment, like, hey, in case you don't hear from me tomorrow or during the whole night, I just want to let you know I love you and I always did love you. And I sent that, and immediately after, like 20 minutes after, we crash. Now, I didn't quite realize, right, that Isaac was losing control of the car, because he would pull these stunts, like pretending to lose control and all that. And as we crashed, that's when I noticed, oh shit, he was being serious. So we crashed. Nothing happened because he was able to, like, maneuver the car into, like, not causing a big damage. All that happened is that it was a bit of damage to the front car, and to the wheel of the car. And I had noticed that, holy shit, I almost lost my life. Minutes after is when my body reacted like, holy shit. And I couldn't shake the feeling like, holy crap, bro. Like, that was so crazy. And I never thought that would actually happen to me, because we would always make jokes about that. But it actually happened. And I was like, bro, this is crazy. And like, the funny thing is, I was telling Isaac that night, I was like, yo, man, imagine if we crashed tonight. He's like, nah, bro, I got this. That would never happen. And it fucking happened. Now, I remember that it was such a pain in the ass to get back home, because not only did Isaac not crash his car, he crashed Lewis's car, right? So Lewis gets out of the car all pissed off. He's like, dude, I told you not to speed and you did it anyway. This is why we always fuck up all of our things. He said, oh, don't worry, I'll pay for it. I don't even know what they did at the end of the day. I just know that I was like, so am I going to be able to get home? And I was just like so like taken out of that thing, because I was like, dude, imagine if something even crazier would have happened, right? And I've had near crash experiences driving myself, which have been quite scary, and I've developed very good reflexes, because in Puerto Rico people drive like shit, especially if it's raining. And it was such a crazy night, because the mess up thing was that Frankie and I were like, dude, like, you guys okay? And I was like, I think so. Because again, I didn't react to like actually crashing, because when he crashed, I was like, oh, like my mind was somewhere else. So I reacted to it minutes afterwards, and I was like, holy shit, we just crashed. Like, we just almost, that could have been really bad. And like I've said, that was the first, like, that's the only time, like, I thought I was gonna die. I've had multiple other death experiences. And it's crazy, because I'm there like, dude, this was insane. Like, this was crazy. And, like, I couldn't wrap my head around it. And it's not that crazy of a story, because I've had crazier stories. Like, I told all the juicy stories back in like my old streaming days, and it's like I was trying to think of something to like record, and I was like, dude, like, I gotta think of something to keep putting on the channel apart from all like the other gameplay videos. And like, as y'all saw, I unlisted all of my regular videos IRL except for like one of them. Because I'm going to be doing something different with this channel. Like, all the IRL videos, I probably won't be making them anymore, because I want to focus mainly on like gaming alone and gaming commentary like this, and like story times, rants, or just gaming commentary in general. And I just wanted to like give you guys like a nice, quick story and all that. And the mess up thing about that night is, like, we got taken home. And then Frank and I just kept drinking. We were like, all right, well, that just happened. And then we just kept on drinking. And the funny thing is, like, hours later, his sister, my ex, texts me. She's like, is everything okay? And I'm telling her all this crazy shit. I was like, yeah, he decided to... we got into a crash, but everything's fine. It's all safe and all that. And I'm there like, dude, like, we've had more crazy experiences when it comes to cars, but we've never actually, like, that was like my only time that I was in a car with someone else when they crashed. Now, I've had other experiences when it comes to cars, like almost crashing and like, near-death experiences, but usually they were either my fault or they were someone else's fault. And I've been in the car, like, with my dad. We've had almost like those near crash experiences, and they are crazy. But when you grow up with a certain type of father, you just expect it. You're like, all right, well, I better buckle up real quick, because this is gonna get ugly. But my father's a very safe driver when he wants to be. But you know, I just wanted to come out and like give you guys a quick story about this, of like the time that I thought I was almost gonna fucking die. And you know, I'll be trying to think of like other, you know, things I can put on the channel, to give the channel some variety, um and just, you know, give you guys something to hear while you're like at your job, or you know, while you're on the road, so you can just hear me rambling about random shit, um and just, you know, to put my thoughts out there, and just to give, you know, the channel some content, some variety that is different, you know, because I'm trying to go back to my roots of back in the old days when I used to stream for hours. And like I said, I don't stream anymore because I've learned how to do it this way, how to edit, quote unquote edit, because this is child's play next to everybody else's stuff. But you know, I'm still proud of what I'm doing now. I'm proud that I'm able to make better quality videos now, and I have a much better mic, which is, you know, due to my wife's present, because she's the one who got me the wonderful mic. And yeah, I just wanted to like put it out there and just give you guys a quick story. And I will be thinking about another story for like the, you know, for the channel and all that, and just trying to think of ideas that I could possibly, you know, get for the channel, and so you guys can just keep hearing me and me trying to just put my thoughts out there, as I said. And yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing from now on. Like I promised, I will be getting the Legend of Dragoon videos on the channel. It's going to take me some time because I'm still not feeling like the inspiration that I used to feel back then. And I've been trying to feel really inspired, but it's been kind of difficult because, as y'all know, I don't smoke, I don't drink. So that motivation of like that craziness of like wanting to get on camera again, it's somewhat there, but it's not fully there yet, to the point where I'm like, bro, I gotta get on this. Like I gotta get on camera, and I gotta record this. Like back when I used to drink a lot, you know, it was very different, very very different. But yeah, it was a very crazy night. It doesn't sound that way, but it was a very crazy night. Like, just seeing the speed and then boom, wall. I was like, holy shit. After that, I have crashed, but it wasn't like a major crash. It was more of a like pulling back and like going in reverse and not noticing that there's something there, and that's why I've crashed other times. But apart from that, I've never had like a holy shit, I crashed, almost a near death experience ever since that day. And that was years ago, man. Years ago. And I'm there like, wow, like I'm remembering all this crazy shit because I was talking to my boy Emma, and I was like, dude, I remember a lot of like our old days where we would do crazy shit, and it feels like it was just yesterday, man. And it's been so insane to like, we're old now, we're older now, and like we remember all these crazy things. And you know, it has been very very crazy. It's been insane, and I'm happy where I'm at. I'm happy the man I've become. As you guys know, I no longer drink or do drugs. I do vape, that yes, but I don't drink liquor anymore. I am completely sober. I've been sober for more than a year now, actually. I've been sober for about a year and 2 months, around there. And I'm very proud of myself. Very, very proud that I was able to control it and just completely give up liquor forever and just never have to touch it ever again. Because at the end of the day, like I've said in like one of my old videos I unlisted as well, you don't need it. You don't need to drink. You don't need to smoke. You just don't need it. You know, look for other things to entertain yourself with. But avoid drugs, avoid liquor at all costs if you can. Just don't use it. You know. But this is gonna be a short, you know, video, and I just want to tell you guys this quick story. And yeah, thank you for you know, coming to the channel. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and comment down below of what you want to see next. And I will see you guys in the very next video. As always, I am forever grateful. Even if my videos get 1, 2, 0 views, I am still grateful. So I will forever be grateful for the support and all the you know, all the views on all the God of War videos. I will forever be grateful for that, and on the channel overall. And I just want to say thank you to you guys. And yeah, just a quick story, and I will see you guys in the very next video. Chris Rick YT signing out for now. Peace out, guys.